Graders on the floor right now. They've got a special weapon off the bench in Butler. We are underway with Terrebonne controlling the tip. South Lafourche in their tight man-to-man defense, and we have a travel. Mahoney caught it, made a move before putting the ball on the floor, so an unforced error.
Trying to play a little too fast on their opening possession. Ooh, Terrebonne at a half court, 2-2-1.
Yeah, they're going to pressure the heck out of the Lady Tarpons tonight. It's going to be up to them to try to handle it. They get it across the timeline the first try. Now in a half-court game where South Lafourche wants this game to be. They want this in the half-court. Terrebonne wants it to be wide open, more fast-paced. To the middle Lions, out to Leah Sawa, getting it to Nyla on the block. Nyla banging down there, shoots it up, no. Rebound goes to the floor, and it's stolen away by Nyla, but it's out of bounds to South Lafourche. Tough break. Oh, he pointed to South Lafourche.
They're going to say Nyla stepped on the line.
Yeah, it's the right call. He just pointed the wrong way. So Terrebonne will have possession. Mahoney. To Navarre, working it around the horn. There's London White, the fabulous freshman. She can make that shot. She missed it that time. Rebound goes to Chubbs, and the Lady Tarpons will push.
Tarpon guards are going to have to rebound tonight with them long rebounds.
Chubbs tags, gets it to Sawa, can't catch it, goes out of bounds. Lady Tigers lost their last game to Vanderbilt. There's no shame in that, but it was a very emotional, very physical game. Talking to some of their parents, it's one that they were a little bummed about, so we'll see how they rebound here on the road. Inside pass stolen away, so a sloppy start for Terrebonne. Chubbs has Hemel down the floor, and the Lady Tarpons strike first.
Good pass by Chubbs in transition.
2-0 the score. Terrebonne gets it to the top of the key. Navarre working it to Clark. White has it, holding it high. They get it inside. A foul will be called on Hemel. Reached over the shoulder of Navarre, holding foul the call.
Yeah, not a bad job by Hemel. A lot of times they leave that alone. They wouldn't call it.
Inside touch for White, backing down, and she will draw the foul. So London White will shoot two.
That may be too quick on Hemel. It is.
That's a big whistle because Caroline Hemel has been good for this basketball team. She'll have to sit with two. Riley Guidry's at the scorer's table. As the freshman, London White will attempt these free throws.
Yeah, Hemel on the defensive side playing pretty good. But these two early fouls are going to send her to the bench quick.
London White has an outstanding offer from Nichols State University. She got that before she even enrolled at Terrebonne, which is crazy.
Ooh, trucks like Big Brother, boy. Catching all the mistakes I make.
2-1 the ball game. That pressure, getting it to Chubbs across the timeline. Chubbs looks inside to Nyla. Nyla's got it, draws the foul, and one. Great start for the Lady Tarpons, getting the ball into the inside, and it's 4-1 South Lafourche.
Good, strong move by Nyla, but what's impressive is how quick she made that move. Caught Terrebonne a little bit out of position on the low post defense, and Nyla made them pay for it. Now you got to get to the line and finish.
Free throw shooting for the Lady Tarpons has been abysmal this season. Nyla makes the first. That will be a storyline we'll be tracking throughout the course of this game. 5-1 in the early stages. Short. Throws it straight to Nyla Lyons. Don't know what that was. That was a little sloppy there. Nyla pushing it in transition. And the Lady Tarpons will reset. 5:23 to go in the opening quarter. South Lafourche has jumped out strong. Sawa looking for Lyons down low. She's being held. Yes, she is. It's a good call by the officials. Navarre was holding her down there.
We got to see what Navarre's going to do, if you're going to continue playing the back of her or if you're going to try and front the low post.
So South Lafourche will have a baseline out of bounds opportunity. Lyons will get it on the baseline. Work it to the corner. Chubbs attacks the baseline, shoots that mid-range, a little off balance. Rebound goes to Savoie, however, second chance. And it's kicked out of bounds by Terrebonne. Tell you, I have seen the Lady Tigers several times this season. Their energy right now in the first couple minutes just looks a little off. If South Lafourche scores here, I think Coach Cassidy Barros can call a timeout. They're just a little flat-footed. Terrebonne. And so far, if you're talking about who likes the pace the most, it's the girls in the white jerseys playing this half-court style. Chubbs feeds it to Nyla. Nyla backs down at the rim. She'll draw the foul. So Nyla Lyons will shoot two.
That's one. Nope. Thought it was on 10.
The foul is on London White.
I like what the Lady Tarpons are doing on offense. They're not standing around. They're moving, and that opens up that inside, getting the ball to Nyla on the post.
Nyla makes the first. If we're being honest, this South Lafourche team would have probably just one loss this season if they consistently shot from the free throw line. That would be Prairieville. So far, 2 of 2. And I'll take the blame for that one, Nyla. That's on me. 6-1 the score.
Do you believe that?
I do believe that. Terrebonne sleepwalking a little bit early. Let's see if they could get a clean look at the basket. The thing with them, they could score in a hurry. So no lead is really safe. Get it to the left side for a triple try. No good. Rebound to Nyla Lyons. Nyla gets it to Leah Savoie, and the Lady Tarpons will steady themselves midway through the first quarter. Savoie gets it to Nyla. Lyons backing down on the block. Feeds it to Riley Gidger from the foul line. Good. And a timeout by Coach Cassidy Barros. I knew it was coming. But Terrebonne is not playing well to start this game, and the Lady Tarpons have jumped out on them early. It's 8-1. Not a bad start for the ladies in blue, Brian.
No, not at all. And the Tarpons are moving on offense, and on defense, they're doing a good job on the inside. And I like what they did. They got a rebound. They pushed it. They didn't have anything, so they got the ball back out, which that's when you can understand that, you can push the ball. If you don't have anything in transition, pull the ball back out. And that's what the Lady Tarpons did. They're doing a great job of getting Nyla the ball in the low post.
So 8-1 in the early phases. And we're seeing kind of what the Lady Tarpons were talking about. That balancing act of when to go, when to pull it out. They are attacking, and they are being a little more aggressive, and they've gotten some good shots as a result. Out of the timeout, the Lady Tigers are going to come the other way with a sub into the game. Ogeron has just checked in. Assuming that's Winters. My apologies. 22 Winters. White on the right side extended. Lady Tigers trying to get into some half-court offense. Working it around the perimeter. Chubbs defending the ball. They work it around the Winters. Now to Mahoney. Good ball movement. And just not a whole lot of movement from this Terrebonne offense as White will get it down low, and a foul will be called on Nyla Lyons. Good physical play by London White, drawing the foul on Nyla. As Colby Mahoney will check into the game for Symphony Short.
Nyla's got to be careful on defense.
Coach Luke was not happy with that last call. Terrebonne gets it in for a three-pointer. That is good. Good shot from Madison Winters. We'll see if that gets them going. 8-4 the score. Lady Tarpons got to advance the ball against the pressure. They do across the timeline to Nyla. Lyons attacks downhill at the rim and scores it. Nyla is off to a very, very good start to this game. She's getting to the rim. She's attacking. She's drawing fouls, and it's 10-4. Try to get it to White on the inside. Lady Tarpons got her front and back, and it's stolen away by Savoie. South Lafourche actually has numbers here. Terrebonne a little sloppy getting back on defense. Savoie for a three, just strong. Now Lady Tigers will come the other way. Working it on the left side of the floor. Now down low, they overshoot the pass to Winters and turn it over.
Yeah, this Lady Torpin defense is starting to aggravate the Terrebonne Tigers right here.
Isn't it feeling like a little bit, Brian, last year's game between these teams in Terrebonne where South Lafourche just kind of jumped on them early, annoyed them, aggravated them? They ended up getting like a 20-something point lead. Now they needed to hold on for dear life at the end. Against the pressure, Guidry wakes up past the Chubbs, and boy, that's a layup. That's an easy one.
Well, look, they're breaking the press. They're not dribbling. They're passing the ball. And I like to see Nyla in the middle in that press offense.
12-4 the score. Not very many people saw this coming. And Lady Tarpons just stole it away again. Chubbs pushing it down the floor at the rim, lays it up and in. What a start for South Lafourche. 1:38 to go in the first quarter. Terrebonne just a little flat-footed right now. They are not playing very well. Another steal. Chubbs pushing it down the floor. She will get it to Lyons. Lady Tarpons collect themselves. Chubbs on the baseline area. Getting it to Nyla. Long reverse pass to Terrebonne. Nyla wants it on the block. Chubbs on the right side of the floor. Right at 1 minute to go in the opening quarter. Terrebonne, she thought about that three. Instead, they get it to Nyla down low, bullying through, and she's fouled. So Nyla Lyons will shoot two.
Lady Tarpin's doing a great job of being patient on offense, working the ball around and getting the ball into Nyla. I'm expecting the Lady Tigers to come out with some type of pressure defense here. If not, at the end of this quarter, definitely when the second quarter starts.
Lyons attempting a pair. She missed the first, so it's now 2 of 4 at the line for South Lafourche, which frankly is about their season average. Got that one. 11-point Lady Tarpon lead. Terrebonne back in a blur. Winters. Reverse it to the top of the key. Back to Winters on the right side. Now Mahoney. Feed it to Winters down low. A shot, she's fouled. That's a good call by the officials. She's kind of got run over there by Riley Guidry. A late closeout. 2 shots coming for Terrebonne.
Yeah, she was going to close out and was a little bit out of control. Couldn't stop in time.
Both teams are now over the limit. 14 fouls both ways as the free throw is no good.
I think right now the team that's going to shoot the better percentage from the free throw line is going to win this game.
Alexa Rogers will check in for Nyla Lyons. I think that's a good sub by Coach Luke. Nyla has 1 foul. I want to make sure she gets out of this quarter with just 1 foul. Missed them both. The rebound goes to Chubbs.
I think the Lady Tarpons are going to play for the last shot.
Yeah, you have the arrow, and you have about 20 seconds. A chance to get 2 possessions in a row here. Rogers to Guidry. Working it to Savoie. Now Terrebonne holding it high. 10 seconds to go. Terrebonne, Lady Tarpons are going to have to move. 5 seconds to go. Are they aware of the clock? Chubbs, is she aware? She fires it up at the buzzer and gets fouled. That is a not very good foul there from Colby Mahoney. She just slapped down at the shooter, and that might be 3 shots. My apologies, they called on Kennedy Mahoney. 2 shots coming, but just not a very good defensive play there. Because Chubbs was out of control. There's 4/10 on the clock.
Yeah, she was rushing the shot. Not a very good foul. You are correct.
She makes the first. Fortunate for Terrebonne, they only called it a 2-shot foul. It was close. She missed the second, gets the putback, tries to tip it in, and cannot. But, man, just that kind of half for Terrebonne. No one even blocks out the shooter.
Yeah, And she's looking at the official. I got fouled.
It's 16-4 after one. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. In quarter, it's 16-4 in favor of South Lafourche. Casey just clear here with Coach Brian Kyle. I hope everybody's enjoying themselves on this Tuesday night in the tank.
We got Bob Dewey, Mr. Larry Pete enjoying the game tonight.
Between the two.
I think Mr. Larry's going to have a headache after.
Between the two, what, 2,000 games watched?
Oh, my God. And you got not far from Mr. Ronnie Shermy, right where they take inbound on the ball.
Terrebonne has just checked one of their secret weapons into the game, number 4, Kiki Butler. She didn't play in the first quarter. She's one heck of a player, especially on this end of the floor. We'll see if she could cause some chaos on defense. She is usually a difference maker for this Lady Tiger team, and on cue, she's going to help deflect and get a loose ball. Butler feeds it inside on cue again, getting an assist to Navarre.
That's the tempo they want to play at.
The pressure to the middle of the floor, Lions. They got him beat down the floor. Riley Guidry lays it up and good. Tell you what, South Lafourche is handling that pressure right now, and they've gotten some really easy looks out of it.
But again, the ball to Nyla Lyons in the middle. That's offensive foul.
And an offensive foul is called on Clark. Trying to attack the baseline. She shoves Chubbs with the off arm. Symphony Sharp will check into the game for Addison Winters.
The pressure the Tigers are putting here is not really affecting the Lady Tarpons. They may have to extend this to full court.
To the middle, Lions. And South Lafourche will gather themselves and run some offense up a dozen. Kinsley nearly traveled, nearly drugged the pivot foot there. You get it to Savoie, being hounded by Butler. Terrebonne gets it to Guidry. Tarpon's working it around the horn. Patient offensive possession. Why not? You got a 12-point lead in the first half. Savoie. And it will be either out of bounds or over and back, and it will be out of bounds.
That one-handed passes, you have to value the basketball a little more.
So, Short will get it in. Long pass down the floor to Butler, shoots it up, no. Rebound goes to White, she'll draw the foul and one. Good job by London White scoring it.
It may be on Nyla. Yep.
That's going to be the second on Lions. So that's a big call. Lady Tarpons, nothing against Riley Guidry. They were hoping that one was on 20 and not 23.
Now, what you do here, you got Lions with 2 fouls.
Well, she's going to take a breather, but the problem is Caroline Hemel also has 2 fouls, and that's who's checking in for her. So I don't know that this is going to be a long break.
Now the key here, breaking the press. Let's see who's going to get in the middle.
Yeah, they're going to have to initiate and facilitate the same way that Nyla was doing.
That's going to be Hemel getting in the middle.
Savoie to the middle. Hemel has it poked away. So the first test goes the way of the Lady Tigers. Butler in transition, stop and pop, scores it. She's a game changer, folks. She's going to make an impact on this game. 18-11 the score. Terrebonne across the timeline is fouled by number 1, Symphony Short.
That's a good job by Terrebonne right there, getting that foul called against the defender because she kept dribbling and that hip just kept pushing on her. Good call by the official.
So the Lady Tarpons up 7. They get it down to Hemel, back to Savoie. Savoie thought about the shot out of Hemel. Chubbs at the top of the key, 5:48 to go, working it out to Terrebonne. Savoie back to Chubbs on the left side. Patient possession for the Lady Tarpons. Alea Guidry has it poked from behind. They're fighting on the floor, and a foul will be called on Chubbs. Good call. She was fighting for the loose ball on the floor, and just instead of getting the ball, she kind of got into the legs of Amaja Clark a little bit.
Yeah, just a hustle foul. Unfortunate. Let's see if Terrebonne takes advantage of Nyla on the bench.
Yeah, I would for sure be trying to get this ball to London White, but she's outside the three-point line right now. Heck, everybody's outside of the three-point line right now. Butler. See if she could get into the paint. She does. And she throws it up a little wild and out of control, and it'll go to the Lady Tarpons. Coach Barrios saying, come on now, that's either got to be a foul, it's got to be something. But they did not get the call. Savoie, South Lafourche's got to go forward in a hurry. Coach Luke, I think, is going to want a timeout here. Nope. They get it across to Chubbs at the rim, and she's going to be called for a walk. Yeah. She got fouled, but she walked after or before she got fouled.
Yeah, that's a good call by official.
Yeah, Navarre ran her over, but she walked before that. Butler. Across the timeline. White on the wing area. And she'll lose it off of her hip out of bounds. I know that Linda White's a good shooter from out there, but I've seen what she could do down low. Without Nyla on the floor, Lady Tarpons don't have a post player. I'm getting Big Ten in the block right now. Chubbs fires a three. Bang! There's a big answer.
That's a good shot right there by the freshman. Big shot also.
It's back to a 10-point game, 4:10 to go. Every minute that the Lady Tarpons could buy as Terrebonne throws it out of bounds. Every minute that the Lady Tarpons could buy with this lead, holding this lead with Nyla Lyons off the floor, it's like found money.
And the Lady Tigers are attacking the inside with the entry pass from the top of the key. They may be better off getting the ball from the wing inside.
Savoie fumbles it to Winters, and here come the Lady Tigers. They'll attack Terrebonne, lay it up, and missed it. Rebound goes to Kinsley. Terrebonne dribbling out of trouble, gets it to Guidry. Now to Chubbs. Chubbs attacks, shoots a mid-range. No. Rebound goes to the floor, and I think it's a holding foul on Terrebonne.
Nice hustle from Riley Guidry. Trying to attack the offensive boards, and the Lady Tiger hooked her from in front. That's a foul.
Alea Savoie checks out of the game. Alexa Rogers checks into the game. 0 and 2. Mahoney and Mahoney check into the game for Terrebonne. Hemel working it to Terrebonne. Now to Chubbs on the right side of the floor. 3:38 to go in the opening half. Rogers had maybe her best game of her career last year against Terrebonne. She was real good early as Hemel will get it to Guidry. Just missed. Rebound goes to Butler. A good ball movement from the Lady Tarpons. Butler. Reversing it to Mahoney. Back to the other Mahoney. This is Kennedy Mahoney with the basketball right now. To number 2, Colby Mahoney, working it around the horn. Back to Kennedy Mahoney. Winters will fire a three. Good. Good shot from Madison Winters. Her second made three. Long pass down the floor. Chubbs. 2:50 to go in the opening half. Good ball game so far. Lady Tigers trying to make a run at them. Rogers to Terrebonne. She NBA three. Nearly banked it in. Rebound goes to Terrebonne. Winters come down the floor, across the timeline. Gets it to Mahoney. Feeding it inside to Butler, who lays it up and good. And the Lady Tigers are on the run now. How long can they survive without 23 in the game? Can they ride it out till half? 2:15 to go in the first half. And South Lafourche will have that deflected out of bounds. Coach Luke gives a call to her team. We got a couple of untied shoes on both sides. Everybody kind of making sure that the laces are where they need to be. Terrebonne to Chubbs on the left side. 2:05 to go. Chubbs spins through, can't quite score it. London White gets the rebound, but they will take it away. Now it's loose on the floor. Butler will get it to London White, and Terrebonne will push down the floor. Winters, long pass to Mahoney. She can't corral it. Winters, I think, had the right idea. She was trying to lead Mahoney, but it was just a little too far down the floor.
And Coach Barrios is not really that upset with it because trying to pick this tempo up.
Got another shoe issue before the ball's put in play. Rogers. To Hemel, they close on her. They strip it out. They pull it away. Mahoney at the rim with the left, lays it up, and good. That's a good finish there from Kennedy Mahoney. And it's a three-point game. Terrebonne has settled down very nicely. Looks like the Lady Tarpons will try to take this to half without Nyla on the floor with the 2 fouls. But Terrebonne has certainly dented the lead. Entry pass knocked out of bounds. It'll stay here. Chubbs. Gets it to Hemel. Shoot it up, Caroline. Yeah, great position. She double dribbled. That was one where Caroline had a chance to take it into the body of London White, maybe draw a foul. Instead, she kind of hesitated and then double dribbled.
Yeah, one day that light bulb's going to go off and she's going to realize that she can play with these girls.
Absolutely. Yeah, make a good, strong, confident move there. Butler across the timeline, getting it to Mahoney. Inside of a minute, 55 seconds on a running second quarter clock. To Kobe Mahoney, inside to White. Shoots it up, can't quite score it. Second chance, Butler, no. Rebound goes to Rogers. Butler trying to tie it up. She does. Brian, you see why I said that Butler was a secret weapon? She has been outstanding in this second quarter.
I don't want to admit it, but I'm impressed with you.
London White shoots it up and good from the foul line. 34 seconds in the second quarter. The Lady Tarpons led by a dozen. Terrebonne has clawed all the way back. 26 seconds. Rogers to Terrebonne. Dribble handoff to Chubbs. 12 seconds. They get it to Terrebonne. Kinsley on the wing, back to Chubbs, got to attack, gets it to Riley Guidry. Now Rogers for a three. Yeah! A little noise before the half. Alexa Rogers splashes it home, and it's 24-20 as we go to the lockers. Good first half. We knew it would be. These are two very good basketball teams. We'll be back in 3 minutes with our halftime report on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Jumped on him early, caught him a little flat-footed early, made some shots, scored the basketball. Terrebonne came storming back, but a big three from Alexa Rogers before the half sends this thing to halftime with South Lafourche holding a 24-20 lead. Brian, very entertaining first 16 minutes. And what did you see, man? What are your thoughts there on both sides as the Lady Tarpons hold a 4-point advantage?
Well, the Lady Tarpons came out and they were ready to play. Didn't click. Oh, that's two.
Yeah.
You watch him like a hawk, man. That's good, though. Yeah, look, Lady Tarpons are ready to play. They came out, and the key, Nyla Lyons, is going to have to be on that floor.
Yeah. And look, man, I not to interrupt, but it felt like Terrebonne was really having a hard time matching her physicality when she was out there. So tonight especially, she needs to be out there.
Now, the key is, does Terrebonne have some bodies they can throw at Nyla where put someone in for a couple of possessions, try and post up on her or play and see if you can pick up a cheap foul on Nyla. That would be my concern right here heading into the third quarter. But, Casey, something as simple as Nyla on the press offense, Nyla being in the middle, and when Nyla's out the middle.
Yeah.
Totally different results.
She's initiating, she's creating, she's getting Lady Tarpons some good looks and getting them down the floor. It's been a great adjustment, and hopefully she's able to stay out there in the second half for South Lafourche.
Yeah, and adjust. Maybe you could put Chubbs in that middle, someone that's going to take the ball and attack the basket. But she's going to have to be on the floor. And look, you're still up at half.
Yeah, sure.
Right? You got to go into that locker room with confidence and don't dwell on, oh man, we just had a lead and it evaporated. No, you're still winning the game. Go in with some confidence and be ready to play the second half.
You would have told Coach Luke before the game, Coach, you'd be up 4 at half. She would have been very happy. You definitely got to take that and understand the situation that you're in. Let's thank some of our sponsors: State Bank and Trust Company, banking account on member FDIC, Barry and Jessica Ogeron, Rev, the official internet provider for KLEB streaming, Ashley Barrios, State Farm and Cutoff, South Lafourche Bank, your true hometown bank since 1967, Thibodeau Regional Health System, a leader in bringing the latest and best technology to our region. Let's catch a break. Let's make it another 3-minute break. When we get back, Brian's keys to the second half. It's a 4-point Lady Tarpon lead at the half. We'll be back in 3 with the start of the third quarter here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Lady Tarpons do have a change to their lineup. Riley Guidry is in, subbing for Caroline Hemel. Lady Tarpons have it first, now going left to right on your radio dial, your YouTube TV, however you're watching. Nyla backs down in the lane. No. Rebound goes to London White.
Good set play from the Lady Tarpons to open that quarter.
Mahoney pushing it down the floor. Feeds it on the inside into Lyons. Shoots it up. No. Good job by Nyla not fouling on the miss from Clark. And Lady Tarpons will get possession after it's knocked out of bounds.
Lyons had a pretty good move right there on the post. She actually turned to her left side.
So Terrebonne sets up their pressure. It really didn't bother the Lady Tarpons much in the first half, and here they do get it across pretty easily. Chubbs will step into a 3. Bang! I don't know if she meant to do that.
We take it.
But it counts as 3. The bank's staying open a little late on a Tuesday. And it's 27-20, a 6-0 run. White trying to answer. No. Rebound goes to Chubbs.
Good job on the boards, Riley Guidry with the box out. She didn't get the rebound, but the girl she was guarding did not.
Savoy to Riley Guidry. Reversing it to Chubbs. Now Terrebonne. She's fouled by number 3, Amaja Clark. Terrebonne standing near midcourt. Coach Luke wants her ladies to get into a set here. And here they come. Savoy trying to get it inside to Nyla. Nyla got to get out of the lane. Chubb will shoot a mid-range and got it. Boy, Leah Guidry's smooth, man.
Lady Tigers are going to have to pick it up on defense. Lady Tarpons getting the ball on the block and scoring.
9-point game. The third quarter starting like the first quarter. A near walk there. Butler will reverse it to Mahoney. Mahoney kicking it to twin sister Colby Mahoney. Feeds it to London White. Can't score it. Rebound goes to Guidry.
Tigers are getting the shots they want. They're just not falling.
Chubbs for a 3. Short. Rebound goes to Nyla. And she will have it knocked out of bounds to South Lafourche. It was deflected by number 3, Clark. It's a tough break for the Lady Tigers. Clark was just reacting. The ball was going to go out of bounds, but she just saw the ball and tapped it. London White will take a breather. Savoy. Terrebonne are working it back to Savoy. Chubbs has had the hot hand, feeding it to Riley Guidry under the basket to Nyla, lays it up and good.
That's great ball movement from the Lady Tarpons.
And it is going from a 1-point game to a 10-point game, a 10-0 run for South Lafourche. 5:23 to go. 3 ball, doesn't touch anything there from Butler, and it goes out of bounds. The Lady Tigers are up against their heels here a little bit.
Lady Tigers got to come man to man and put pressure on the ball. Lady Tarpon's doing a good job against that zone.
Terrebonne to Guidry across the timeline. They got Chubbs on the left side. She's had the hot hand all the way through. She draws the foul. So 2 shots coming for Alea Chubbs-Guidry. She has been absolutely fantastic tonight.
Lady Tarpons right now have the Lady Tigers
frazzled. They don't even know what to do down on this free throw. They don't even know to get in the lane. They're flustered.
They are.
South Lafourche 4 of 6 at the line. Missed it short.
Yeah, look, the last time Chubbs got her rebound with just her there, the Lady Tarpons would maybe put another offensive person, force these Lady Tigers to box you out.
Chubbs is going to make this one, though. There you go. 5 of 8, which is like a shooting masterpiece for the Lady Tarpons this season. As a reach-in foul will be called on Riley Guidry. Just the first team foul on the Lady Tarpons in the quarter. 4:59 to go in the third quarter. This third quarter has started just like the first quarter, with Terrebonne just being a little flat-footed. Butler wrapping it to Mahoney. Kicking it to the corner. Short, missed it. Rebound goes to Chubbs. And a foul will be called on Kiki Butler. That's the third team foul. Butler's got to be careful. She's kind of giving a little jaw to the official.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good call. She fouled for about 2.5 seconds before he called it anyway.
To the middle of the floor, Lions against the press break. Nyla has a hard time getting control, now does, working into Terrebonne. .430 to go in the third quarter. South Lafourche up a dozen. Savoie to Lions outside the paint. Dribble handoff to Savoie. Working into Terrebonne on the right side of the floor. Back to Chubbs, to the middle of the floor. Guidry. Nyla's posting up hard. They'll pull it back out. This has been now a 40-second possession for the Lady Tarps. To the middle, Guidry to deflected out of bounds. Deflected by number 2, Mahoney. Sorry, Brian.
What this can do here, the Lady Tarpons are not really trying to stall the ball. They're just getting the ball out, being a little patient. It might force Terrebonne to get into that man-to-man, which I don't know if you want if you're a Lady Tarpon right now.
Terrebonne to Savoie, working it to Chubbs on the right side. Chubbs tries to feed the paint, but it'll stay here. It's knocked out of bounds by number 5, Navarre. 3:42 to go in the third quarter. This was a 1-point game with about 20 seconds to go in the second quarter. Lady Tarpons made a buzzer beater 3, and Terrebonne hasn't scored since. Into Riley Guidry. Riley bags down out to Chubbs. Chubbs shoots a floater. No. Rebound goes out of bounds to Terrebonne. Short got it, and Guidry poked it away. Good hustle, but the Lady Tarpons now have to go play some defense. Kiki Butler. Terrebonne in a half-court set. Dribble handoff, good ball movement to the left side of the floor, but good defense also by South Lafourche. They were there to close out on the what I think was supposed to be an attempted 3. Now high post area. Tarpons are helping out. Butler will attack and will travel. South Lafourche's half-court defense just has Terrebonne confused right now.
It starts with putting pressure on the guards up top.
Savoie has it stolen away by Short. Short does not have numbers and will just throw it right back to the Lady Tarpons. Here comes South Lafourche. Chubbs all the way through. We have a whistle. What is the call? Blocking foul is the call.
No shot they're going to call.
So that'll be the 4th team foul of the quarter. That one goes on Navarre. Terrebonne is over the limit every subsequent foul as London White will check back into the game.
You figure here that the Terrebonne Tigers are going to have to make a run here. If they go into the fourth quarter down double digits, it's going to be tough.
Terrebonne, she thought about it. Chubbs thought about it too. They wanted to pull it. And Brian, it's like last year. This is what the Lady Tarpons did to them last year. Got up big. Terrebonne did make a rally. It was just too much for them to overcome. Nyla's working hard down there on White. Chubbs will fire a three, short. Rebound goes to the floor, and Terrebonne will pull it away and come in transition. Mahoney to the corner, a three, air ball, rebound knocked out of bounds to Terrebonne.
Good job again, Riley Gidry on the backside, knocking that ball out of bounds. If not, that's a layup for Terrebonne.
2:13 to go in the third.
Ooh, had a backdoor, missed it.
They'll get it in, and a foul will be drawn and one. So the first points of the quarter for Terrebonne will be a Kennedy Mahoney and one, which cuts it to 10. Who was the foul on, Brian? Did you see?
No, I did not. On Gidry?
Leah? Okay. Free throw is good, touches every piece of the rim. 9-point game. Chubbs will have it poked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Tarpons. 2:05 to go. Happy you're with us here. I understand we do have some folks watching in the home area. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Next time, hope to see you in person. Nyla backs down at the rim. Strong move. Bullies it through.
It's tough playing in the back of Nyla Lyons.
She's just so strong, man. That upper body strength. Butler feeds it in. Volleyball spiked by Nyla. Out for a three. That's no good. Rebound goes to the floor. Gidry's got it. Terrebonne trying to pull it away. It's loose. London White trying to save it. It'll land in Mahoney's hands. Great hustle by White. Now a three-point try from short. Good. So the hustle play from London White turns into 3 points. Lions across the timeline. Holding it high. Gets it to Savoie with 1:16 to go. Terrebonne. Pulling it out. Gets it to Chubbs. Attacks to Gidry. Working it out to Savoie. Now at a minute. 56 seconds and counting in the third quarter. The Lady Tarpons led by 4 at the half. They're leading by 8 now. Chubbs is fouled. That's on Butler. 2 shots coming.
Good call by the official.
Terrebonne.
2 shots.
Yeah, so Terrebonne just getting a little too handsy on defense, man. South Lafourche 5 of 8 at the line. We'll see if Chubbs could knock him through. And for Butler there, the coaching and the teachable moment from Coach Barrios would be, look, you were in great position. If you just don't swat at the ball, we're okay. But that little extra physicality is what caused the whistle.
Riley Gidry getting a break here.
And South Lafourche makes them both. Big 44 seconds here. Can Terrebonne maybe get a 3 ball? They do have the arrow. 36 seconds to go in the third. London White holding it high, looking for a cutter. Gets it to the cutter. Stripped away by Hemel, and a foul will be called. Hemel swiped down. The official under the basket didn't see it, but the official on the backside did see it and thought there was some warm contact, so Kiki will shoot 2.
The official up here saw it. Clean.
Yeah, you thought it was clean?
I did, yes.
So Kiki will be shooting a pair. She makes the first. Butler is a tremendous young lady. She is a heck of a player.
We should have another person on the lane.
She made them both. 8-point game. 28 seconds to go. It's going to be hard to hold on. You know Terrebonne's going to make a run.
Terrebonne looks like man-to-man here.
Chubbs on the left side, 16 seconds to go. Hands it to Terrebonne. There's a foul. That's going to go on Butler. It's going to be 2 free throws. And Butler's really stacked up a bunch of fouls here in this third quarter.
Maybe that's why they're not playing the man-to-man. They can't foul here. You only got 12 seconds left, but
Kinsley will shoot 2. She made the first. Kiki checks out of the game. Addison Winters checks into the game. Got to locate her in the next possession. She's already made a couple triples. Terrebonne, as we said, does have the arrow, so they will have a chance for 2 possessions in a row here. As Kinsley misses that one. 10 seconds to go. Mahoney to Mahoney. 5 seconds to go. Reversing the basketball. Mahoney got to go. They fired inside. White, no. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter with our score, South Lafourche 37, Terrebonne 28. Got 8 minutes to go. Put on your seatbelts, folks. We got a good finish coming up here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Terrebonne. On the other side, we got Mahoney, Short, Winters, and White. Terrebonne possesses first. They were down double digits in the first half, came back and drew within 1. They have been in this spot before this season. They're more than capable of coming all the way back as the Lady Tarpons just clean steal it away there, but a travel called on Kinsley Terrebonne.
Yeah, it's good defense from Terrebonne. Nyla's got to be careful here.
That was very important as Chubbs nearly steals the inbounds, dives into the Terrebonne bench but can't save it. But that was very important for Nyla and Carolina Hebel. Neither got their third foul in the third quarter. They both are still playing with 2. Winters. Terrebonne working it to the corner. Mahoney. Now out to Kennedy Mahoney. Working it to Colby Mahoney on the right side. London White, top of the key, trying to attack Lions. Now to Winters and a timeout. I don't think Coach Barrios liked that possession. No. That possession was not going anywhere. They were just passing the ball around the perimeter. And when you're down 9 in the fourth quarter, that's kind of not ideal. So she calls a quick 30-second timeout.
Yeah, I think she's going to come here with some type of set play, trying to kickstart her team here early in this fourth quarter.
Let's thank some of our sponsors. Lafourche Parish Fire District number 3, smoke detectors save lives. Install yours today. Stay safe and plan smart. It's all on social media. If you do not have a smoke detector in your home, call Lafourche Parish Fire District number 3. They'll take care of you. Terrio Dewey and Terrio Insurance. We make insurance easy since 1957. Performance, automotive, and accessories, mechanical repairs and maintenance to lifts and accessories. And Joe's Septic, on call 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for all your fencing and septic needs. Mahoney, the top of the key, right-hand side 3. No, follows the miss, and a foul will be drawn. I think that'll be on Nyla Lyons. Nope, on Chubbs. So good job by Symphony Short following her miss, and she just kind of got clotheslined going into the lane. Terrebonne working it to the right side. Nyla just takes it away from the dribbler. Lyons. They get it to Terrebonne. Lady Tarpons want to work some clock. 1 minute into the fourth quarter. Savoy to Lyons. Lyons will spin past London White. Get it to Hemel, and a timeout by Coach Kathy Luke. Injury timeout. Chubbs is injured. Oh, Chubbs might be cramping. Looks like Chubbs is struggling, if you know what I'm saying. So we'll turn it into a full timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute. 6:51 to go. The Tarpons are up 9. We'll be back in 1 on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. All right, we're back. Lady Tarpons are going to...
Got a sub.
That was weird. Why they broke the floor and then subbed after seeing the person. That was a little weird. Chubbs throws it in. Lady Tarpons maybe got a little greedy there. Tried to throw a home run pass. Mahoney will steal it and then we'll draw the foul. So that was tough. Oh, you know, the Lady Tarpons called a timeout so Chubbs could come back into the game.
Yeah.
Mahoney will shoot it up through the contact and draw the foul. So 3 early team fouls on the Lady Tarpons in the first minute and 21.
That's on Chubbs.
They have started to stack up on Alea Guidry a little bit.
You got to watch. That's 3 fouls. This is what Terrebonne wants to do, score when the clock is not running.
Colby Mahoney scores it. Cassidy Barrows did tell us on play-by-play, she said, hey, look, we're not a good free throw shooting team either, but they have made them today. And we got a 7-point game. Lady Tarpons trying to hang on. You know the Lady Tigers are going to make a run. They're too talented not to. 6:30 to go. Hemel getting it into the lane and throws it away, but Lyons will try to deflect it, but it goes to Mahoney. Kicking it to the corner, 3-point try. No, rebound goes out of bounds to South Lafourche.
Lady Tarpons got to slow it down just a touch here.
Turtle and I used to say these are one of those possessions where you want to burn about 50 seconds off the clock and get a layup. That would be ideal for the Lady Tarpons here. Terrebonne really extending that defensive foul will be called on Symphony Short. That was a pretty easy one there. Exactly 6 minutes on the clock. Chubbs gets it to Hemel. Hemel to Lyons. Lyons attacks off the bounce into the lane. And offensive foul's the call. 50-50 call. It could have been an and one. It goes to Terrebonne instead. It's the 3rd foul on Nyla Lyons.
Yeah, you can't argue with the call. You got to come to a jump stop. You're right, 50-50.
So now the Lady Tigers will try to build on that. It could be a swing. Nyla would have had a chance to make it a 10-point game. Instead, Terrebonne work it to the left side of the floor. Mahoney loses it, and it'll go to South Lafourche. Just a little out of control in the dribble drive. Terrebonne attacks, shoots the floater. No, Nyla's there, lays it up and good. So Nyla Lyons, Johnny on the spot. There's a big 2 for the Lady Tarpons, up 9. Butler backs down, has it stripped, but a foul will be called on Caroline Hemel.
And I thought it was great defense.
That, I think, has just put the Lady Tarpons over the limit, so Terrebonne will be shooting for the rest of the game.
That's not what you want right here for the Lady Tarpons. Out of question with the book or the clock.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what we're discussing here. We got to question the officials, or I don't know maybe who the foul was on, what we're looking at, whatever it is. I think we got it situated.
Can you imagine if we had a microphone at the table for the referees to go and explain?
I would rather not.
Attention, everybody look at me.
How do they say that in the NFL? Penalty decline.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what it could be. I think, I don't know.
Who has the arrow? I have
Yeah,
no idea.
I think it might be something if a jump ball was called.
I have absolutely no idea, but it is two shots
they
for
just iced that shooter at the line for sure.
Butler. And she missed it.
She's standing at the free throw line for 2 minutes. I mean,
yeah, you do feel for Butler. She was very much so just standing and waiting. Got to block out here, really both ways. Butler made that one. Ooh. Lady Tarpons get it into Guidry, back to Lyons. Lyons being hounded. Gets it across the timeline. 5 minutes to go. Nyla attacks. That's way too easy. Way too easy. Nyla Lyons has been special tonight, folks. The Lady Tarpons are up 10. Butler to Mahoney. Got to defend without fouling here if you're South Lafourche. Mahoney to the corner. Butler for a three. Blocked. Rebound goes to Riley Guidry. Terrebonne. Splits the defenders to Chubbs. Oh, she wanted it, but clocking situation. Good heads-up play by the freshman. Chubbs penetrates, gets it to Nyla. South Lafourche is more than content to just run some clock here. You're up 10 with 4:08 to go. Sawa in the lane, no. Rebound goes to the floor. It's going to be Chubbs on the floor. Coach Luke calls a timeout. What a hustle play from Alea Guidry, preserving the arrow and calling a timeout.
Before that, Riley Guidry on the floor deflected it. That was a great job on defense. Full timeout here by the Tarpon.
Let's go ahead and keep it here with the full timeout, Brian. What do you think is being said in both huddles? Let's start with the visitors, the Lady Tigers of Terrebonne. They're down 10. You got half of a quarter to play. What do you think Coach Barrios is telling her ladies to try to get them to just kind of wake up a little bit?
Well, it's getting to a point where it's going to be almost too late for the Lady Tigers. What you should be doing is picking them up in their face, man to man, and force them to take the shot what the Tarpons just took on the baseline. It wasn't a horrible shot, but it was a quick shot, and they missed it. But you got to rebound the basketball, so you got to put pressure on the Lady Tarpons. If you're the Lady Tarpons, slow down and hold the ball. Just hold the ball.
If you're Terrebonne, are we...
And I'm saying hold the ball. Value the basketball. If you open, you take the shot, obviously.
Is Terrebonne trying to get closer to the bonus, gambling for steals, all that good stuff right here?
You need to. And right now, it wouldn't hurt you. You got 3 to give.
And you know, Brian, elephant in the room, Lady Tarpons don't make free throws all the time. Can they hold on to this 10-point lead, knowing they'll have to make some free throws down the stretch? Lions to Terrebonne.
So they have to deny that reversal pass.
Guidry, we're inside of, that's a walk, gets the call.
That's what they have to do. And look, it's 3:52. It's starting to get too late. Now, Lady Tarpons here on defense, just don't foul. Play good defense. You want that clock running.
Yeah, the key thing there is, as Brian said, you can't foul. You are over the limit. You got to make them beat you from the field. Winters to Mahoney. Mahoney attacks, just throws it to no one. I don't know what that was. That was a discombobulated possession there from Terrebonne. Coach Barrios saying, ladies, why are we not pressing? Terrebonne just looks a little out of sorts. Across the timeline, Terrebonne to Chubbs. 3:26 to go. Chubbs on the left side of the floor has it stolen away by Mahoney. Here come the Lady Tigers. Mahoney pulling it out. 3:10 to go. Kicks it to Winters. Winters reversing it to Butler. Butler loses the dribble, and the Lady Tarpons have it. Fighting on the floor. Butler's got it back to London White. White backs down and scores a good, strong move. I don't understand why the Terrebonne Tigers don't have London White on the block more. She has been very impressive down low as a near steal. Coach Luke needs a timeout here. Lady Tarpons are fighting on the floor. Kathy does get a timeout at the last possible second. Coach Cassidy Barrios is not happy because her team thought they were in the process of ripping and running.
They may give Terrebonne the ball back, but you're taking away a layup from them.
Yeah, they're giving them a timeout. 30-second timeout, 2:44 to go. South Lafourche, I think, just caught a break.
Obvious, yeah, that was.
Now can you make that break hurt?
Lady Tarpons have 2 timeouts left.
That would be correct, good sir.
Click. Yeah, Lady Tarpon, big break. Now you got to take advantage of it here.
So you got 2:44, you're up 8. They're coming with crazy pressure. You got to be strong because they're going to start fouling you at some point because they want to get closer to the bonus. It's a tall task. Nyla will inbound to Chubbs, back to Nyla. Lions got Guidry all the way down the floor, and she draws the foul. So South Lafourche will shoot 2. Some big free throws coming for Riley Guidry. Riley made the first. And you know the thing that is most interesting, like we're looking at the Terrebonne side, there's so much confusion on their defense right now. No one knows what they're in as Riley makes them both, which is a little strange. I mean, you just had a timeout. 2:34 to go. Mahoney all the way through, lays it up and good. That's a strong move from Kennedy Mahoney, and a timeout by Cassidy Barrios. She says, whatever I got left, so we'll see what they give her. Full. Let's take it with them. We'll be back in 1 minute. Tarpon's up 8 in the late stages on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. 2:30 to go. That could last a lifetime in these games. Terrebonne playing that pressure defense. Lady Tarpons get it inbounds to Savoie. Savoie to Nyla Lyons. Lyons being guarded close. She's trapped. Long pass to Guidry. Corrals it. Gets it to Chubbs. Lady Tarpons get it to Lyons on the block, and she scores it. Nyla Lyons has been some special tonight. Terrebonne coming quick. Butler. Oh, it's a foul. It's a good call. Chubbs a little too aggressive. That'll be her 4th.
Now you see the energy the Terrebonne Tigers have right now. That was missing the entire first half and pretty much the majority of the game.
And look, we've got some Terrebonne viewers tonight. And look, they may come back and win the game for all I know. But they're saying in my phone right now the same thing. Like, I don't know what's going on. The team's just in a funk right now. They have not looked like they've been engaged throughout the whole ball game. Now, a lot of credit goes to South Lafourche's defense. They've made a lot of teams not look engaged this season with how good they are on that side of the floor. It's back to an 8-point game. Keep going back to this, and I keep mentioning it. South Lafourche has that arrow as Terrebonne will get it. Across the timeline. Wraps all the way through, pushes it and throws it away. Riley Guidry is open, the right idea, just throws it away.
Look, this is a young team South Lafourche has out there on the floor. That's what you have to do. Make them a little more uncomfortable. I think they just waited too long.
Can the Lady Tarpons defend without fouling? That'll be the trick here. 1:55 to go. Mahoney pulls it back. Out to Butler. Butler attacks Guidry, reversing it to Winters. Got it. 2-possession game. It's a 6-point game. Nyla throws it down the floor. Chubbs is by herself. Chubbs with the left is fouled. It would be huge if Alea Guidry can make at least one of these free throws, make it a 3-possession game again. 45-39 the score. Chubbs misses the first.
Yeah, I see.
Can she give him one? Yes, she can. Terrebonne up against the clock here. A long three, no. Rebound goes to the floor, and it's off of Terrebonne, so the Lady Tigers will have another chance. When I say off of Terrebonne, I mean off of Kinsley Terrebonne. 1:25 to go. A little surprised they took Winters out of the game. She's been one of their best outside shooters. Mahoney to London White for three. No. Rebound goes to the floor. Kinsley's got it. Terrebonne across the timeline to Nyla Lyons. Lyons will have it stripped. It'll stay with the Lady Tarpons. 1:13 to go. The Tarpons are up 7. Terrebonne has one foul to give. Nyla's got it. Dribble handoff to Terrebonne. Back to Savoie. Every second on the clock is good news for the Lady Tarpons. Terrebonne will have to chase it down. She does. Pushes it into the lane. Riley Guidry will shoot it up. No, Nyla's there. Backs down and scores it! 9-point game. 50 seconds to go. Butler. Tough shot. No. Rebound to Nyla Lyons. Nyla dribbled it off of her foot. They feed it to London White. She scores it. Coach Cassidy Barris will call a timeout. 35.1 to go. And I think Nyla Lyons' dribble there, trying to get it down the floor, hit the shoe of a Terrebonne player that fell on the floor and caused it to ricochet to the Terrebonne Tigers. Full timeout. We'll keep it here. Terrebonne, pretty much when you get it inbounds, you got to foul, right? 35 seconds down, 3 possessions, you got to foul.
Yeah, but you saw like the last 30, 45 seconds of the game, the Lady Tigers had the Lady Tarpons playing fast and kind of out of control a little bit. And I think that should have been, they should have been attacking that a little earlier. And they started to do it with maybe 3.5 minutes left to go in the game, and it was a little too late, I think. But you got to give the Lady Tarpons credit. They're breaking the pressure. They're getting the ball. And Lina Lyons takes it over in the post. I mean, and when she gets the ball on the outside, they're man-to-man, beating her defender to the basket and shooting layups. But now I would think you foul right away.
And again, for about the 20th time in the fourth quarter, the Lady Tarpons have the arrow. That is such an important weapon to have in your arsenal late. One timeout left for Terrebonne. Nyla running the baseline. Home run pass to Chubbs. Chubbs catches it. You got to foul her. She loses it. Chubbs on the floor, and guess what? You got the arrow. So she's tied up, and you keep possession.
Tarpons are fortunate there. You don't need that. Just inbound the ball, run some clock.
Yeah, I think she'd have been better off just catching the pass and just waiting to get run over. Chubbs gets it to Nyla. It's poked out of bounds. It'll stay here. 1 second runs off the clock. 30.1 to go. Coach Luke will call a timeout. One timeout both ways. It is a full timeout. We'll keep it here. This is going to be a situation where Terrebonne still, Brian, has the foul to give. So South Lafourche will get it in, and I think it'll have to be a foul on the Terrebonne side.
And I think right here what you want to do, set up a good play. You don't have to score off of it. Set up a play to inbound the basketball. And once you get the ball inbounded, hold on to it. They're going to come at you. They got some fouls before they send the Tarpons to the lines. They're going to come at you. So just inbound the basketball, hold on to it. Don't turn the ball over, especially on the inbound pass.
On the flip side, if you're Terrebonne offensively, it's got to be quick and it's got to be almost one pass and shoot at this point, right? I mean, you just don't have time to play around down 3 possessions.
You got to attack the Tarpons and hope that they foul you. you got to find ways to score when that clock is not running, if you're a Terrebonne Tiger. Lady Tarpon's here, inbound the basketball, and be strong with it. You know they're coming at you.
Both teams have one timeout. This would be a huge PowerPoint win for the Lady Tarpons. Heck, it'd be a huge PowerPoint win for the Lady Tigers. They'll throw it away on the inbounds. That's not any good if you're a South Lafourche fan. Down the floor, Butler loses it, and it's Nyla standing out of bounds. But you drain 9 seconds off the clock. There's 22 seconds now, and the score doesn't change. Mahoney shoots it up and missed it. Rebound goes out of bounds to Terrebonne. 18 seconds to go. The time is becoming a big factor for the Terrebonne Lady Tigers right now.
Yeah.
Every one of these little inbounds just bleeds a couple seconds off the clock. They get it in. Butler dribbles it off her foot. Time grinding down. She loses it out of bounds. 13 seconds on the clock. Brian, I just don't know they have enough time now. They're down 3 possessions. There's 13 seconds to go, and they're just not in a hurry. Butler will shoot it up. No, this game's over.
Yep.
London White will draw the foul. It doesn't matter. There's 5 seconds left, and it's a 7-point game. Coach Luke's not happy, but in about 5 seconds, she's going to be really happy. Terrebonne was never led. Lady Tarpons had the lead from the earliest get-go. And this will be a big signature win for the Lady Tarpons as White misses the free throw. A boys game coming up after this one. White made it. Coach Luke will call a timeout. It will be her last. For South Lafourche. Again, Terrebonne still has that foul to give, so they're going to have to foul you before putting you on the line. It is a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, with 6 seconds left, up 6 with, a couple seconds left. And again, Case, I just think the Lady Tigers started too late trying to get the game where the tempo they wanted it at.
We're going to see this football play again from South Lafourche. We saw it the other night. And they got it inbounds. The quarterback's going to hit one of the receivers on a little curl. Nyla gets it into Kinsley. This game's over. Dribbling it out, long pass, sayonara. The Lady Tarpons are going to get a big win over the Terrebonne Tigers, 48-42. A game that some would call an upset, but South Lafourche, I don't think, got that memo. But from the earliest stages, they jumped on them, and they played really good basketball tonight. Brian, some final thoughts.
I give credit.